What's up, y'all? This your girl, Jay Renee with Prison Riot Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This morning, on the phone, we have a brother that's an author. He goes by Jamel Crawford. That's his name. We're going to talk to him about his craft, what got him into writing, and what the future holds. So we're going to jump right into it. All right. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm good. I can't complain.
All right. I appreciate you for pulling up on us. We're going to jump right into it, okay?
Okay.
All right. Tell the people a little bit about yourself and where you from.
I'm from New York, Queens, New York. I was born and raised there my whole life.
Okay. So, what got you into writing?
The loss of my grandmother.
Okay. How long ago was that, bro?
She died in 2002, and then both my grandparents. One died 1 year before the other.
All right.
A year before the other.
Okay. You definitely have our condolences on that. Losing a family member, especially a grandparent, can be particularly hard. So we definitely extend our condolences to you and your family for that loss.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You said that got you into writing. How so?
Well, at that moment, me and my grandmother was very, very close, but I was incarcerated at the time, and I knew I couldn't be there through her trials. Mm-hmm. You know, she was going through chemotherapy. She had cancer. She was at, the last stages of it. So I didn't really know no other way to express myself but through poetry.
Okay, so you started with poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just writing my thoughts down, trying to express how I felt. It really wasn't. I didn't really consider it poetry at the time. I just really just tried to get my thoughts across.
Okay, I can understand that. So, when did it evolve from just expressing yourself on paper to actually putting stories together for others to read?
That's a tough question. Actually, coming from my lifestyle, I guess things just started hitting me, and then after a while, the more I just started taking those thoughts and just writing it on scrap pieces of paper, and then I would let my little sister, well, at the time, my big sister, hear me read them to her. So she actually started telling me, hey, you need to write this down. You need to let people hear it. It's a good way to help people out.
For sure. So let me ask you this: if in any way, how do you think growing up in New York, how that affected the way that you write or what you write?
Coming to near death, growing up in the slums, having a dad that was on crack, having a mom that was being abused, seeing family members just go through that life, I think it just prepared me for all the worst things life could really throw at me. Mm-hmm. You know, me learning how to really, really just cope with things. I didn't have a problem really expressing myself. I didn't let those moments build up so much rage that I just came cold-hearted. I just think I just took those experiences and learned how to express them through words. Okay.
So what else have you written in addition to your poetry and spoken word?
I've worked on a kid's book. I'm still currently in the projects of writing another kid book right now. I wrote one. It's called The Game I Love, a little basketball book. I got two hood novels process of working on right now. So I'm trying to be a little flexible with it.
Okay. All right. So what made you want to do a children's book?
I was sitting on the phone with my stepdaughter at the time, and she just loved making up stories in her head. So the idea just popped in my head. So one day, just let me make a kid's book that'll be easier for her to read. Because she didn't really know how to read the words. She would just look at the pictures and freestyle from there.
Yeah, kids definitely have a lot of imagination, so I can imagine those stories.
Yes.
All All right, so let me ask you, bro. So what you trying to do? I know you said you got 2 urban novels that you're working on. Tell us the names of us and a little bit about what they'll be about.
A little bit. Well, one of them is titled Everything But Nothing. It's basically about a young man growing up with his moms and his sisters from out of the slums. You know, how his moms work 2-3 jobs just to keep a roof over their head, but she can't really stop him from running the streets because he don't have like the male figures to show him a different way. You know, in this novel is more like a young man not really understanding the struggles from a woman perspective. You know how hard it is to actually raise a man, given their struggles. So, you know, he had to go through a lot of hardships before he really came to realization that his mom was really doing the best for him.
Right. Yeah. You know, when we teenagers, we take everything the wrong way. Like we just don't get it sometimes.
We don't. Y'all go through a lot of struggles. Parents, mothers, single mothers. You know, I gotta tilt my hat to y'all because the struggles y'all go through is so real. Like, you know, we thinking from a perspective, oh, we get some money, we alright. You know, we gonna be alright. Like everything is easy from that point. But yeah, it's a whole lot more complicated than that.
Way deeper than that. Tell us about the other one.
The other one is more like a perspective from trying to hold on to a love when you're incarcerated. And, you know, this particular book, I was in love with the young girl from an early age, like from the very first time I seen her at, you know, 9 or 10 years old. And, you know, as we grew, we built a very, very strong connection.
Right.
And it just so happened I got incarcerated. So it's more about the struggles of actually loving someone from both perspectives, the person on the outside and the person on the inside.
Okay. I think that one's going to be real relatable as well. It's a lot of people that's going through that struggle, you know, so I know they'll definitely appreciate seeing something like that. Because this, you know, this perspective of life, this slice of life is often left out of romance novels and just novels, period. You know what I mean? So that'll definitely be cool to see in print. So tell us, bro, what does the future hold for you? Like, are you trying to get into movies or you trying to write more books? Like, what you trying to do?
So currently, I'm kind of like an entrepreneur. I came out with a clothing line since I've been incarcerated. It's called Shamari Milan. I've also had the opportunity to open up a trucking company. It didn't really last long, but I kind of like that's been my dad's thing. So that passion for businesses has always ran in our bloods. Okay. But after doing 23 years, and you know I'm just now getting close to the end. I've got 36 months left, so you know I'm just trying to give back. You know, being able to come back home after doing that much time, because technically I was facing a life sentence. So being able to come back home and to be able to give back, you know, to teach the young kids, the young youth, even kids. I mean, people my age, they ain't got it right either, to be honest. But
it's some hinga-dings. That's what my grandma used to call them, hinga-dings. It's some hinga-dings.
Hinga-dings? What's that?
A hinga-ding, just somebody just out here just doing it all wrong.
True story.
Yeah.
True story. But you know, learning from experiences, if you're willing, you got to be willing to embrace those experiences and really move forward. If not, you're just going to keep doing the same thing.
That's for true. So, I know you say you've been behind the G-Wall for 20 plus years.
Yes.
How have you been able to stay motivated and keep your head up through it?
That's a good question. Different experiences, different people coming in and out of my life. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. But the people I've been able to meet while incarcerated have actually given me a lot more than they probably know. because now I'm able to see life from a different perspective than the streets. I know like life is way bigger than just that street aspect. I know the importance of family now, building good relationships with people. You know,
Okay.
we don't have that generation like a lot of old heads that used to be in the system back in the days. They used to give you the game. You don't really see that no more. It's like the game has changed. You see more gangs now, more separation. So for me, going through that walk, it's just been one day at a time. Being grateful, giving back, talking, expressing, trying to teach as much as I can because I'm still learning myself. I don't even know everything. So,
right. For sure. So I always give people an opportunity to drop some gems on the listeners and the youth or whoever ears it may hit. And I definitely want to extend that to you. So do you have any gems or words that you want to drop on the people?
I definitely want to thank Prison Riot Radio for giving me this platform to introduce myself. If you ever want to look me up or any of my stories, they definitely posted on my Facebook page, which is Jamel Crawford. My TikTok page, which is JA/Shalik/0515, and you can definitely find me on Instagram, Shalik Crawford. Look out for me. There's plenty more to come. I got a lot of things to express and share. Hopefully, you'll be willing to listen and share with other people.
All right, make sure you tell them your social media again. Make sure you spell out the words they might not be able to do themselves.
Okay. My Facebook page is Jamel, Jamel, Shalik, Shaleke Crawford, Crawford. My TikTok is JA/Shalik, SHALEKE/0515, and my Instagram page is Shalik, SHALEKE Crawford, Crawford.
All right, bro.
Please look up.
For sure. I definitely appreciate you for pulling up on us and introducing yourself to the platform. And don't, this ain't got to be the one time. You can definitely pull up again, sometime and let us know how far you got or any new accomplishments and things like that so we can keep up with what you got going.
Thank you. I definitely will. I definitely appreciate you. Thank you, too.
You are appreciated. You're welcome.